I decided to change my life. I'm meeting my friend for a hike right now, and there's a reason why I'm trying to hike as much as I can in the next couple of days and just be out in the nature and be out as much as I can, of course, in a safe way. There's a reason for that. I'm embarking on a new journey that would require a lot of screen time for me, a lot of sitting in front of the computer and just working. And I just want to make sure that I get my nature time in, a very special time, because you can actually see a bit of the seasons changing here, which is quite rare. Usually it's just very summery. It's also the maple tree that I'm sitting under, so I think they generally are better at that. It might be a complete nonsense I'm talking.
VideoAndAudioCenter.com traffic center. KNX 1070 News Radio.
Mostly sunny today, highs in the 60s. Same for tomorrow, Friday, but expect patchy fog in the morning.
We had an absolutely lovely fall hike, and I really want to tell you guys what's happening, but now I got home and I'm starving and I really need to go eat right now, so sorry. I'm gonna go make myself some lunch. I've already had lunch and I've already done a bunch of things, and I'm just went to the post office, but there's too many people, so now I'm just taking myself on a walk, and I thought that I'll finally get back to my video because it's better late than never. For the past almost a decade, I've been working in film and media in various roles as a producer, editor, director, motion graphics designer, graphics designer, both in Moscow, New York, and now LA. Palm trees, see proof. So after working in this industry, I think I decided that it's time to pivot and switch things up and see what else is out there. I think it's only natural after 10 years, but also I did lose my job due to COVID, so the time for some reinventing has come. I need to reinvent myself. And welcome to my living room. Everything changes very quickly in this video, but I decided to finally sit myself down and tell the story because things keep happening. I keep getting distracted, and nobody wants to watch a video like that. Welcome to my living room. There is a smush over there, generally smush. Here is a plant, window, my coffee. Check out this mug, I got it in Moscow. Long story short, I decided to pivot my career a little bit. I think it's only natural after almost 10 years of working in the same industry to try and want to do something else. I lost my job due to COVID, and it got me thinking, do I really want to look for another film job? And I think deep inside, the answer was no. If something great comes my way, that's great, of course I'll take it, but I don't think I had this stamina in me to keep looking for the next thing. In New York, I worked at a really great little production company, and we made really great documentaries that I enjoyed making and enjoyed working there. But then we moved to LA and I started working in reality TV, and that just wasn't my cup of tea. So I think in a way it was meant to happen sooner than later, but the pandemic just really made things faster, and it was a slow decision. Seriously, it was probably a half a year of me thinking, oh, should I do it, should I not? But then I was let's just do it. I've been looking this up, I've been thinking about it, I've been talking to different people about it. I should just do it and see what happens next. So I decided to transition into product design. So what is product design. Product design is design of digital experiences, web applications, mobile applications, designing of the digital world around you. And oh boy, do we have a lot of it lately. So having things be efficient, nice looking, quick, well thought through, I think is very important. I mean, every one of us probably have been like fighting an app, trying to get something done, or like couldn't, having a hard time finding something on the website. So there are people who are actually trained to design these things in a way that are user-friendly and intuitive. I noticed that whenever I was working on, in post-production and film, I would always have the funnest thing for me was whenever I got to design something, whether it was like a little motion graphics piece or just like some little Photoshop job or a lower third or something, or like find a font. Like I always really loved tasks like that. And so I had like a little light bulb go off, like bing! Maybe that's something that I need to dig into deeper. I've already like delved into design a little bit. I know my way around Illustrator and Photoshop. So I'm just gonna take all those visual skills that I already have and apply it in the tech industry instead of the film industry. And just gonna be telling the stories for the web and for the mobile screens instead of the film screens. It overlaps, I think, and I think my film background will be really helpful. And I'm really excited for the next chapter. We all have to reinvent ourselves every now and then, so I think this is the time for me to do it. I'm really scared, don't get me wrong. Like, this is not an easy decision, and that's why I think I also decided to make a video about it, and I will be covering it more, just because it is scary to be with it just by yourself, and I feel like me talking it out helps my decision making also. So how does one transition into product design? First, you can look for internships. You can become like an apprentice and study like that. But that hasn't really been the way I best transition into things. For me, I need to build up that confidence of like knowing what I'm doing. That's why I researched a whole bunch of study options that are out there right now. During pandemic, everything is online. It's probably not the best, but that's what we got. So I'll work with that. There are multiple boot camps out there that one can do to transition to product design. There is Career Foundry and General Assembly, and Springboard and Tradecraft. I think they're close, but I decided to go with the place that's called DesignLab because they have been an online-only bootcamp for already quite some time. So I wanted to make sure that it's a provider that's already well-versed in working in the online world. Like, there's going to be no Zoom interruptions or something like that. Like, they already have it all structured. And after I've already taken the intro class with them, and I confirmed that is correct. They actually have a very nice layout. Everything works. Everything is up to date, and I'm glad I went with them. They are also cheaper than all the other options, and who doesn't want to save a buck during this time? That's me. So I know that a lot of people went to General Assembly, but I also heard that maybe their portfolios look a little similar right now. So, I mean, you do your own research if you are in the position right now. DesignLab is something that I ended up choosing for myself, and I will be making more videos about how that process is going, the pros and cons, and how am I feeling about things. It is scary, but I think it's only natural to evolve and change things up. And one day I just looked at my resume and I was like, how else can I wrap this pretty nice skill set? Like, what is the other box I can put it in and maybe go explore other? That's what was my thinking behind it. I live in LA, so hopefully it will be relatively easy to find a job afterwards, although I have very low expectations because I heard people look for up to a year. Oh well. The good thing about pretty much all the product design boot camps that are out there right now, that they give you a job guarantee. It's pretty unheard of, to be honest. When I first heard about it, I was like, what's the catch here? Because it's like, sounds like a bit of a trap. So if I don't find a job and then 6 months after graduating from this boot camp, they return my tuition. That's pretty unheard of. And so that only, strengthened my decision to just be brave and go do a boot camp and figure it out. And if it doesn't work, go try something else. Really tempting to put a big headline here on my video saying, I quit film. But the truth of the matter, you can't quit film. Once you're in it forever. So I'm really actually enjoying turning film passion into a passion for YouTube. I'm enjoying making these videos, and I will keep flexing my film muscles by doing this. Hopefully you will watch this also so that I have feedback, because that's what you want. That's what you want. You can't really quit film, and I really hope that I'll still be able to work on different film projects. But design is also something that I'm so passionate about. Like, I like pretty things. I like things that work well. I really enjoy nice environments, both digital and, real life. So I'm really excited for this part of my journey, and I will be taking you guys with me on it. I'm honestly really anxious about this. So many voices, my friends are like, oh, you should just get an internship, or like, no, this is not what you want to do. But I actually think that this really fits my profile quite well, and I will be good at it. And I feel like when you know that you're good at something, that's the best feeling ever. I am really anxious. Obviously, it's still money. Even with the job guarantee and everything, you're still kind of signing up for a pretty big thing, and you need to deliver. I learned so far in my not so long life is that you don't want to make decisions or not make decisions based on fear. So whenever you're anxious or fearful, it is absolutely normal, but you just gotta acknowledge those feelings and acknowledge those emotions and move on, not let that stop you. I'm extremely anxious right now. Is it the right thing to do? Is it worth my time? Is it worth the money? Am I gonna hate it? Quite possible. All of this is quite possible that it's, not worth the money, not worth the time. So, but the only way to know is to try. Thankfully, I am in the position to take out the loan. They offer the loan, by the way. At DesignLab, you can apply for a loan and pay for it when you already get a job, pretty much. For the next 3 months, I will be full-time student at the DesignLab UX Academy, it's called. Full-time, meaning it's a minimum of 40 hours a week, so it's a lot. So it's just gonna be me and my desktop, and I'll really need to I will need to, talk to somebody about this. So you're gonna be my therapist. I'm sorry, but that's what internet is for a lot of people. So that's just how it's gonna be. Am I making sense? This is all pretty hard. But thank you for listening, and thank you for subscribing and liking if you did. If you have not, do that. I'm gonna go get my desk ready because it's gonna be busy couple of months. I'm gonna clean up my laptop from all the crap in it, and I'm gonna let you know how things are. Anyway, this is all. This is my big news about pushing film away for a second and focusing on something else. And that is joining the UX Academy and DesignLab. I'll be working hard, I'll be studying hard, and hopefully in 3 months I'll graduate to be an awesome product designer with awesome job prospects. And if you like this video, like it down below and subscribe to my channel, because I will be making new videos every week. Hey baby. Do you think Mama is doing the right thing? Yes, you will like it, because Mom is going to be here all the time with her laptop, and you're going to be next to me. You will love this. Yes.